Hello and welcome to this slow English story for practice and shadowing. Today you will hear a simple and funny story called My Morning Routine. The words are easy, the speed is calm. You can repeat after me if you want, do not worry about mistakes. Just listen and speak with me and enjoy the story. Now let us begin. I wake up early, or at least I try to wake up early. My alarm rings at 7 o'clock in the morning and it rings again and again. Beep beep beep. I open one eye and then I close it. I open the other eye and then I close it too. My bed is warm, the room is quiet, and I think 5 more minutes. But the alarm does not agree, it rings again. I press the snooze button and I pretend I do not hear it. Then it rings again and now I sit up slowly. I stretch my arms, I stretch my legs, I yawn, and I say to myself good morning. You can do it, you can start, you can move. I put my feet on the floor and the floor feels a little cold, so I wake up a little more. I stand and I walk to the bathroom like a slow robot, step by step, not fast but moving forward. I look in the mirror and I smile because my hair looks like a small bird made a nest on my head. I say hello new hair, thank you for the surprise. I turn on the light, I take my toothbrush. I put toothpaste on it, and I brush my teeth. I brush the top, I brush the bottom. I brush the left side and the right side, I brush carefully for 2 minutes. I count in my head to keep the time, 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep brushing and I think about the day. I think about work, I think about study. I think about breakfast because I am a little hungry already. After that I wash my face with cold water and the water is very cold, it is like a small winter on my face. I say wow that is cold, but now I am awake. I feel fresh, I feel clean, I take a towel and I dry my face slowly. I look in the mirror again and I say you look more alive now, good job. Keep going. I turn on the shower, I wait for warm water, I step in. The warm water touches my shoulders and I relax. I breathe slowly, I say thank you water. You are a small morning hug. I wash my hair, I wash my body, I think good thoughts. Sometimes I sing a small song but very softly so the walls do not complain. I sing about coffee, I sing about sunshine. I sing about socks that disappear in the washing machine. I laugh a little at my own song because it is silly and that is okay. I like a little silly in the morning. After I finish I turn off the water. I take the towel, I dry my hair and my arms and my legs. I step out of the shower carefully because the floor is a little slippery. I walk like a penguin so I do not fall. I put on some cream on my face so the skin feels good. I smile because now I smell like soap and a small flower, and that is nice. I go to my room and I open the closet, I look at my clothes. I try to be smart but sometimes I just take the first shirt I see. If it is a work day I choose something clean and simple. If it is a relaxed day I choose jeans and a soft t-shirt. I check the weather from the window. If the sky is gray I take a sweater. If the sky is blue I take something light. Sometimes I cannot decide and I hold 2 shirts in my hands and I ask the mirror which one is better. The mirror never answers but I answer for it and I say left one is good. Okay, left one wins. I put on socks. Sometimes the socks are not the same. One has small lines and the other has small dots. I look and I think it is fine, they are both socks and they both do the job. The dots can be friends with the lines today. I put on shoes and I stand a little taller and I feel ready for breakfast. I go to the kitchen and I open the fridge. I look inside like a tourist in a museum, I see eggs, I see milk. I see fruit, I see bread, today I want toast. Yes, toast is good, toast is simple. Toast is friendly. I put 2 slices of bread in the toaster. I wait, I hear a small click, the bread jumps up, hello toast. I put a little butter and a little jam. I also cut a banana because I want something sweet. I pour milk in a cup, or I make tea, or I make coffee. Coffee is strong and it wakes up my brain. Tea is calm and it wakes up my heart. Sometimes I choose coffee and sometimes I choose tea. Today I choose coffee because my brain is still a little lazy. I boil water, I make the coffee, I smell it, it smells good. I say hello friend, thank you for coming. I sit at the table. I eat slowly, I chew slowly, I enjoy the taste. I listen to the quiet sound of the morning. I think about birds even when I cannot hear them. I think about sunshine even when I cannot see it. I feel thankful for small things, a warm drink, fresh air, a new day. While I eat, I plan my day. I take a small notebook and a pen. I write a tiny list. I write 3 things, not 10. Only 3 so I do not feel heavy. Number 1, send an email. Number 2, study English for 15 minutes. Number 3, move my body and take a short walk. I look at the list and I say this is possible. I can do this, small steps are good steps. I drink more coffee and I read my messages on the phone. A friend says good morning, I say good morning back. Another message says the meeting is at 10. I nod, okay at 10, do not be late. I check my calendar and I check the time. I finish breakfast, I clean the table, I wash the plate and the cup. I put everything back in its place so my kitchen stays calm and not messy. I pack my bag, I put inside my wallet my keys, my phone, my notebook, a pen, maybe a small snack. Sometimes I forget one thing and I remember it at the door. I say wait, where are my keys? I look on the table, I look in my pocket. I look in the fridge for no reason because I am not logical when I hurry. Finally, I find the keys under a newspaper. I put them in my bag and I smile at myself. Good detective work, do not hide your keys next time. I put on my jacket if it is cold, I put on a light coat if it is warm. I open the door and I feel the fresh air, I step outside and I stand for a second. I take a deep breath, I listen to the street. Maybe a bus, maybe a bicycle, maybe just the wind. I say quietly to the day, be kind, and I will be kind too. Some mornings everything is smooth like butter. I walk to the bus stop, the bus comes fast, I get a seat. I listen to a short English audio for practice, I repeat some sentences softly. I move my lips a little but not too much because I do not want to look like I am talking to ghosts. I practice simple lines like I can do this. I will speak slowly, I will breathe and smile. The bus moves, people read, people look out the window. The sun hides behind a cloud and then it comes back. The city wakes up, it feels like a small movie and I am in it. I arrive at my stop, I get off, I walk and I feel ready. But some mornings are not smooth, some mornings are a little funny and a little crazy. I wake up late because I press snooze too many times. I jump out of bed like a toast jumping from a toaster, I run to the bathroom. I brush my teeth too fast and drop toothpaste on my shirt. I wash the shirt with water and now it has a wet circle. I say oh no, but I do not have time. I change the shirt. I look for my socks and I can only find one sock because the other went on vacation without me. I take 2 different socks and I say fashion is freedom. I go to the kitchen. I try to make coffee and I pour water on the counter and I clean it with a towel while I eat a banana at the same time because I am a multitasking banana person. I run to the door, I forget my phone, I run back. I take the phone, I run to the door again. I forget my keys, I run back again, I take the keys. I laugh at myself because I am my own morning sport. I finally open the door and I go outside and I miss the bus by 10 seconds. I wave at the bus like I wave at a friend on a train. It does not stop, so I walk faster. I tell myself it is fine, it is only a small adventure. I will still be okay, I will still be on time. I breathe and I calm down. I turn the small problem into a small story to tell later. I say to my brain, please be gentle, we are doing our best. On many mornings, I meet small characters from my street. The neighbor who waters the plants and says good day. The dog that walks like a king and does not hurry for anyone. The cat that sits under a car and watches the world like a quiet guard. I say hello to them in a soft voice. The dog sometimes wags the tail, the cat sometimes blinks slowly. I smile because they are part of my morning community. I pass the bakery, it smells like fresh bread and fresh hope. Sometimes I go inside and buy a small bread roll. I say good morning to the person at the counter, they say good morning back. We share a short and nice moment and then I continue. I walk with a steady rhythm, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. I count steps like a child, it feels simple and peaceful. When I have extra time, I like to do a very short exercise. I stretch my neck, I roll my shoulders, I move my wrists, I bend my knees. I stand straight like a tree and I breathe in and out. I say to my body, hello body, thank you for carrying me every day. I do not push hard, I do not try to be a superhero. I just try to be kind to myself. Small movements are enough in the morning. I do 10 small squats, I do 10 small arm circles. I smile because movement wakes my brain and makes me feel strong. Then I drink a glass of water because water is simple medicine for the morning. It helps me focus and feel light. My phone sometimes tries to steal my morning. It shows me many messages and many pictures and many news. If I look too long, I lose time and I lose calm. So I make a small rule, first I move, then I check. First I eat, then I scroll, first I breathe, then I read. The rule is not perfect, sometimes I break it. But the rule helps me most days, it keeps my mind clean like a window with no dust. I also make a rule for my thoughts, I try to use simple and kind words. Instead of I am late and everything is terrible, I say I am a little late and I can still be okay. Instead of I am tired and I cannot do anything, I say I am a little tired and I will do one small thing at a time. Kind thoughts are like soft pillows for the mind, they support me and they do not hurt. Another part of my morning is a tiny bit of learning. Sometimes I open a short English text. Very short, maybe 5 sentences, I read it slowly. I read it again and I repeat some lines out loud. I practice shadowing with calm rhythm. I do not push the speed, I focus on clear sounds. I enjoy the voice in my mouth, I say simple sentences like I wake up. I wash my face, I make coffee, I go to work, I say them again with a little music in my tone. This practice takes only 5 minutes, but it gives me a good feeling for the rest of the day. It is like a small key that opens a big door. The door is confidence, the door says you can speak. You can learn, you can grow. I close the text and I feel proud because I started my day with learning and that is a win. Sometimes my morning includes a small mistake that becomes a small joke. One day I put salt on my toast instead of sugar by accident. I took a bite and I made a face like a fish in the ocean. I laughed and I started again. Another day I poured orange juice in my teacup because I was thinking about something else. I looked at the cup and I said, "Good morning, mystery drink." I did not drink it, I made a new tea and I moved on. I tell these stories to my friends and they tell me their stories. We all make tiny morning mistakes and we all laugh. This is part of human life and it is sweet like jam on toast, even when it is salty by mistake. If I stay at home to work, My morning has one more step. I clean my desk. I put the notebook on the left, I put the pen on the right. I place a glass of water beside me. I open the window a little for fresh air. I close extra tabs on my computer so my brain does not jump like a frog. I set a small timer for 25 minutes. I say to myself, start slow, do one task, then take a break. It is a simple method, but it helps a lot. It turns a big mountain into small friendly hills. I climb one small hill at a time. I enjoy the view, I rest, and I continue. If I go out, my morning ends with the moment I lock the door and begin my walk. I listen to the sound of my steps. I feel the weight of the bag on my shoulder. I feel the air on my face. I notice a child with a bright backpack. I notice an old man feeding birds. I notice a bicycle bell in the distance. I try to be present. I try to be here and not inside worries from the future. I say to myself, I am here. I am safe, I am moving, this is a good morning. Even if not perfect, it is still good. I think of my 3 tasks and I repeat them in my head. Send an email, study 15 minutes, take a short walk. I smile because the plan is clear and simple and I believe I can do it. On weekends my morning is slower and softer. I let the sun touch my face through the curtain. I do not jump out of bed. I sit and I read 2 pages of a simple book. I make pancakes or I make an omelet. I call a friend or I call my family and say good morning. I water the plants and I talk to them like a kind neighbor. I play a little music but not loud. I dance 2 quiet steps in the kitchen because I can. I wear comfortable clothes and I open the window wide. I watch clouds for 1 minute. I watch the sky. I feel small but also connected to the big world. I say thank you to the weekend and to the week that passed and I prepare for a new one. Now I want to give a tiny mini script that I sometimes speak in my head to guide the morning and keep it light. It is like a friendly coach in simple words. It goes like this: wake up, breathe in. Breathe out, feet on the floor, water on the face. Teeth clean, body warm, choose clothes. Make breakfast, drink water, drink tea or coffee, plan 3 things. Pack the bag, check keys, check phone, check wallet. Open the door, step outside. Smile, move, learn a little, be kind, repeat tomorrow. I say this script in a soft voice and it helps my mind stay clear. The steps are small and steady, they make a good path. When I think about my morning routine, I also think about why I do it. I do it because routine makes my day easier. Routine reduces small decisions. Routine keeps my energy for bigger tasks. Routine is a friend that says do this first, then do that, and the friend is patient. Some days I follow the routine perfectly, some days I follow only part of it. Both are fine. I accept the day I have, I do not fight with it. I take one small step and then another. This is how I build a habit, small steps every day. Small steps that anyone can do. Even 5 minutes is good, even 2 minutes is good. The important thing is to begin. To begin again, and to begin again tomorrow. I also practice a small gratitude in the morning. I say thank you for the bed that held me, thank you for the water that cleaned me. Thank you for the food that gave me energy, thank you for the people who care about me. Thank you for the work that teaches me, thank you for the body that carries me. This simple thank you turns the morning light a little brighter. It changes the color of the day in my mind. It makes problems smaller and solutions closer. It makes me gentle with myself and gentle with others. A gentle morning often becomes a gentle day. If someone asks me what is the secret of a good morning, I say the secret is not big, the secret is small and simple. Prepare a little at night so the morning is easy. Put the keys in one place. Put the bag near the door. Fill the bottle with water. Think of clothes before sleep, sleep at a good time, wake at a good time. Move a little, drink water, eat a simple breakfast. Speak kind words in your head, make a tiny plan. And forgive small mistakes fast. With these steps, many mornings feel good enough. Not perfect, just good enough, and good enough is wonderful. When the morning is almost over, I take one more look around my home. I close the windows if needed, I turn off the lights. I check the stove, I check the door, I feel the handle with my hand and I hear the small click when it locks. I put the keys in my pocket and I say to the day, let us go. I walk into the street and the morning becomes the rest of the day. I carry my calm with me like a small pebble in my pocket. When I touch it, I remember to breathe and to smile. Outro. Great job listening and practicing with this long, slow story. You did simple shadowing, you followed clear sentences. And you stayed with me from the first beep of the alarm to the last step out the door. Remember that small steps every day make strong habits. You do not need to be perfect, you only need to show up and speak a little. Repeat this story again on another morning if you like. Build your routine with easy words and kind thoughts. Keep learning, keep moving, and keep believing in yourself. See you next time for another simple practice story.